broke my back. Spinal.
Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will get the first swing of the game. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
He's old school because nowadays it's usually the quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta start fast, you gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go with the 5-wide outset on 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. That's caught. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Pirates with the 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at these defenses. Make them play a run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. You open it up for the pass game.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ECU.
And they just keep feeding it to their quarterback to open this game. Open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Louisville's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Had to throw it before he wanted. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it, tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Pirates are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you
Good
throwing
job,
the
my
ball.
brother.
Man,
We
is he
rocking
ever
with you.
dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Finds his big tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Cardinals are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
At the 45 on its way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll line up for a second down play. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room. It's Ashby. Obliterates him, still on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success this offense is doing.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
My boy just didn't put his hands up. Like, you looking at the ball, nigga.
Start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
Oh, my
Make something happen on this side of the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to... Quick strike score, Jesse. This offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurt, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And on that out route, third down, guys, just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on fourth down? I like to go for it personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it and they get the big first down.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the left side. Runs through the tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Using his feet to buy time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside in. Puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Purple Pirates! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Look nuts, my boy.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make
My balls was
plays
hot.
for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing he's got to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now on 2nd down and short. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the Cardinals get enough for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Makes one-man miss. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Going with the counter play here. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He leaves it with the back. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28 and gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he got loose, it was all over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes Wright just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. An 84-yard drive there. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble and be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next tally. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the 6. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets...
I got hit because my O-line didn't block. First, I can't stop. Just touchdown, bro.
Come out of your own end zone. You know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm.
Bro, come on, brother.
Sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He snares it in the end zone.
Let's go ahead.
Touchdown, ECU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there.
Little boy
They're
off
top
me.
10 in the nation.
Malik?
Points
Get
per
off me,
game
Malik.
because they don't have to drive the field. They've got
That
dudes
chump off you,
scattered all
man.
over this offense that can take it the distance on
Grown
any
man
given
catch
ball.
out here. Sit down, King. Sit down. Call it a bread basket throw, man. Put that in the bread basket, my boy. Yeah, get out the pocket. Let it rip. 1-on-1. I take me over you anytime, man. Let's go, Leverett. Let's go, Malik. Let's go. What are we doing, bro? Let's go, Malik. You my guy with the high catching traffic, right? Oh yeah. 95, yeah. You was coming down with that. 99, yeah. You 6'3" too? Yeah. You was coming down with that, my boy. You was coming down with that catch, my boy. That was a done dealio. Boy, we got sophomore. Okay, junior. Sophomore. It's gonna be a good thing. Sophomore next season. Yeah, boy.
Ready to try the point after.
Like,
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score.
King, go sit your behind down. Dang, boy.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Brown has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of
We
a
must push,
fascinating
brothers and
first
sisters.
2 quarters of football.
We must push, brothers and sisters.
And we've got to start
We
our
must
halftime
push,
breakdown
brothers
with
and
this
sisters.
superstar running back.
We must
His
push.
elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his
Go,
ability to
go.
catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we hit because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get a knock.
And he runs it in for the score. example of how a second half can really change everything.
No doubt. First half, bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a
There
bit
you go,
the
head.
last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here, get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Pirates. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They are up by 10 over Kansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense to understand this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They're dialed in and got that sucker to go.
The give. Ran through the contact. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into the next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This quarterback is having a day, man. Right there, he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They get him down after he makes the catch. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through. It's still an 18-point game. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Shakes off the tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar rock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. A sky-high punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. Backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, better look out. Off he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Try and play action. Trying to beat the DD. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They try to get it outside on the left. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I think 7 from the field.
Hurts his way ahead for about 3. It's down to the 8. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, East Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he made the extra point without problem. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive fizzled out just as they had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking them.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisville!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Campbell Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They are up by just 1 over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Buying some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. The QB's taught to hold on to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. and that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll throw it on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job working in the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country. He's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinal.
You do a pirouette.
Nice catch. And listen.
He threw me the pick and my guy pirouettes, bro. What is this? What?
Next game, right? Like they're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they can.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players to the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football. Do something.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ashby. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Snag in the middle, it's Wheeler. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On second down, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that were...
And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown ECU. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great
More gifts. More gifts.
They are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Nice. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in on the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Right, keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football is watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play calls, right, for an offensive good things happen today. It seems like everything he was dialing today ended up working.
No doubt, they put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
You remain unbeaten at this point.
That's the great thing about sport.
Yes.
You play to win.
Too far ahead. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every